Welcome, Fit Clubbers. On today's Fit Club, we talk Are You Lazy or Tired? To Cheat or Not to Cheat, and more with Family Time actress Tanjareen Thomas. Stay tuned for more.
You're tuned into Black Hollywood Live, Fit Club.
Welcome back, Fit Clubbers.
Yeah!
We are back with an exciting new episode. Yeah! A different cast of characters, but no less of a great episode. We got Tanjareen Thomas. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks so much for having me.
So glad you're able to join us.
Yay, I am. And it's kind of close to my house, so I kind of love doing this interview already.
Wow.
Yes.
So you live in the middle of nowhere in California.
Yes. And it's very expensive out here. So, yeah, I'm doing quite well.
And, of course, that is not T.K. Trinidad. We got Mr. Damian Washington back again, but as a host.
I'm back again as the host. I done moved over.
Yay.
And
shout to you. Thank you, sir.
And where can they find you guys on your socials?
Ladies first.
Tanjareen can be found on all forms of social media. If you know how to spell my name, it's not spelled like the fruit. It's spelled Tanjareen. So that's Official Tanjareen on Facebook, Official Tanjareen on Instagram, and just Tanjareen on everything else from YouTube, Twitter, the other Facebook page, Snapchat, Periscope, Jew Date, like everything else.
She's got it covered.
Yes.
Shana Tova.
Shalom, Mazel Tov.
Everything watching.
Oh, and me, Damian Washington on Instagram, Damian Washington on Instagram, and on Twitter it is DDubs57, DEEDUBS 57. Holla at your boy.
Nice. Well, we got a couple of stories to talk about here. We'll just jump right into it.
All right.
So there's a new report in the British Medical Journal that showed that 3 men got completely off of insulin. They had type 2 diabetes. Insulin, which is that type 2 diabetes, which is known to be not reversible.
Right, supposedly.
Exactly. You're going to be on this medication your entire life. One guy was 40, one guy was 52, one guy was 67, and they had all been diagnosed. One was 20 years ago, one was 25 years ago, the other was 10 years. So they've been on these drugs for years. And all they did was they did intermittent fasting. And what they did they did a 24-hour fast several times a week. And on that fast, they could have dinner, water, coffee, and a broth. So it was like not necessarily nothing at all. It sounds like you could be kind of full all day.
Right, they
like
weren't
a
starving.
Yeah, they weren't
like
starving.
chicken broth?
You know, what?
I wonder if it was bone broth.
You know what
That's
I'm
big
saying?
now
Yeah.
for healing things.
And it's crazy. They lost weight, they reduced their waist circumference, and of course got off the insulin. So, intermittent fasting has been this huge thing that's kind of taken everyone by storm.
Yeah.
I employ it daily. Do you do it at all? Is it something you've kind of played with? And how do you stay in shape? You've been fit for quite some time now. We've seen you.
Thank you.
Show after show after show. So.
I think one thing I do is remember that the word breakfast means break the fast. So if you've been asleep, you already are kind of intermittent fasting. If you slept for 8 hours and you get up and you run errands and you do interviews and you do meetings and you send emails, and by the time you know it, or in my life, it's already the afternoon. So I accidentally intermittent fast a lot, and then my first thing that I'll have is a fruit and a vegetable smoothie. Yeah. So it's a very light thing to start the day to break the fast, and then I think that's also what helps me keep in shape, because I don't start my day with like a stack of pancakes and pork bacon and steak and eggs. It's just like I don't eat because I'm busy, not because I'm trying to lose weight or anything. And then I have a smoothie, and then the rest of the day it's all plant-based foods. So that really helps.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I actually stumbled on it the exact same way, where I was just sort of like, why am I in shape? Because I wanted to discover how I could stay in shape going forward. And I realized I didn't eat that much during the daytime. It wasn't until like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock I would have that first meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you experimented with intermittent fasting?
Well, I've been looking at it to curb some of my symptoms of multiple sclerosis. Yeah. So I just have not made that jump yet, because I'm not sure the opposite of intermittent or fasting, but I would have said those words right now as a joke, because I'm always eating now.
And you clearly have a high metabolism because you're very slim.
I'm like 140.
We don't want him to fast.
Yeah, exactly.
We would lose him. We'll miss you.
Like where would I go?
Where would you go? So,
but that is something that is quite real, because there wasn't always a Ralph's or a Vaughn's that you could go to like back in the day. You had to hunt. Sometimes you were just like, I'm not going to have food for the next 10 hours. So yeah, the body has evolved for that to be a mechanism for survival, and we just don't use it to its fullest potential these days.
Smart.
Yeah, at all. And so this was just a crazy study. But they do say, of course, if you have diabetes, you're going to undertake it, consult your doctor. Make sure that you're doing it closely with them, because you might be in a situation where you are the outlier and it doesn't work for you. So you do have to do it responsibly as well.
I want anybody listening to this who hasn't already watched your show and doesn't already know this, if you have diabetes type 1 or type 2, know that it's reversible. Mm-hmm. Know that if you are eating kind of crazy, you can get diabetes, because it is something that happens to adults or teenagers. Some people are born with it. Most people get it when they're already born because of their eating habits. So it is preventable, but but it's also because it's diet based, it's very, very curable. So don't think that you have to inject insulin or take the pills or any of that for the rest of your life. You can totally cure it from intermittent fasting, from herbs, from cleansing, from changing your diet. There's so many healthy ways that have no side effects, and you can get rid of your diabetes.
Yeah, and you're plant-based.
I am very plant-based, yes.
Have you had a history with diabetes?
No, but being a black woman, I have a little bit of everything in my family. I had an aunt who passed away from pancreatic cancer because she was diabetic most of her life, but she still couldn't really get off of the sugar. Mm-hmm. We still got a double box of C's candy from her every holiday, and then she had one for herself, and she's the sweetest woman in the world, literally and figuratively, but, rest her soul. She passed away because her pancreas couldn't handle, the sugar intake. And I've got all the black diseases in my family, the high blood pressure, hypertension, same thing, the heart attacks, the strokes, the overweight, I've got it all in there, and heavy drinking. So I'm also sober. A lot of vegans get really, really drunk every week. I don't drink. I stopped drinking when I was like 15, 14, because I drank a lot early on. Don't ask me what age I started. I stopped at like 14. So
the math was going on.
I'm plant-based and I'm sober, and I think that's what's helping me to like stay happy and slim and
to
in a good mood.
Have the glow and the energy to run around town.
Right?
Thank you. Oh my God.
Well, for those of you out there who want more of the vegan glow, I think you need to tune into our BHL shows, and I think Damien's got a word or two about it.
I have a word or two, or 57 about them. BHL fans, Black Hollywood Live is the first urban digital broadcast network in existence.
Yep.
Since its inception, BHL has prided itself on creating outstanding content in all areas, from news, music, politics, to lifestyle and entertainment. So not only are we giving voice to the often underserved Black and Latino communities, we're also providing new hosts with some of the dopest platforms to exercise their talents. And that's not all. BHL has done the same for many of Hollywood's A-lists, including Oprah Winfrey, who has given BHL appearances, multiple of them, and has given us several shout-outs, okay? Holla at your boy, holla at your gal. And now the Black Hollywood Live Network needs your help. Like, you know how Uncle Sam said that he needs your help? No, Black Hollywood Live needs your help. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's how you can help. And subscribing to the YouTube channel will also help you find new shows that I'm sure that you will love. And if you're worried about them notifications, don't worry about them notifications. They're optional. Turn them off. So hit the subscribe button now. It is easy, and it helps us continue our work. Please let us know that you did in the comments below. Hit us up and show us some love on air, please. Thank you for being supportive fans of Black Hollywood Live and helping us take the network to the next level and continue to redefine Hollywood. Let the church say amen.
Good
Amen.
job. I need y'all to know that was
a dramatic monologue, but I love it. It was
I only hit like a couple of speed bumps up in there, but I'm a professional.
And I can already,
I'm no Tanjareen Thomas, but you know what I'm saying.
You're getting there. You're doing okay.
I can feel the subscribers just going triple right now. So we got a couple more stories. And the next one is about fast food and our addiction to it as a country. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But in between 2013 and 2016, 36.6% of adults on any given day were having fast food.
That's more than a quarter.
Way more than a quarter.
Wow.
And so it decreased with age. So I guess people, as you get older, tend to cook more. But they found that blacks, more than any other group, were having the most fast food. And they also found, curiously, that it increased with your income. So
sounds so backwards.
So yeah, that part sounded a little bit weird to me.
Well, with all the dollar menus, you would think that it would go the other way.
The rich people, they have all them kids, and they're like, "You get a Happy Meal, you get a Happy Meal. Get into the suburban. We're going to a fast food restaurant
because they don't want to cook. They're busy.
Because I'm rich.
But then there's also the thing where some of the fast food restaurants are getting healthier fare, and that's getting a little bit pricier. So they're offering things that are a little bit pricier, but are meant to be healthier.
Yes. Yeah. One thing you have to be aware of is when you actually look at the ingredient list on a salad from a fast food place or something that has a wrap instead of the actual bun.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's more calories and more carbs in the wrap.
Yep.
And the salad has the salad dressing with so much sugar and corn syrup in it.
Yeah.
And then it has so much meat, chicken and bacon and cheese and all this stuff. It's like you might as well put the chili cheeseburger on some lettuce.
Yeah.
And then the moms are like, well, I got my salad today, sweetie. No, not really.
Let me get my lettuce and then sugar and then salt.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then tomato. And then some high fructose corn syrup, and we got
some animal flesh.
We got ranch surprise, and it's so tasty and healthy.
Yeah. So, what were you gonna say about that?
I was going to say it's becoming such a problem in the Black community. We're not talking more about it, not talking about kind of how to make the diet healthier or ways to make better fast food choices.
Now, it's interesting that it's just the Black community because I always see things as economically.
Yeah.
Like I would think that people that don't have the money, or maybe there's one parent that's working and they don't have another parent in the house to do the cooking, so you have to go eat out.
Yeah.
But you're saying people with more money are eating at the fast food places. That's interesting.
And it's not just Black people. We just had the highest number. We were at 42.4%. Whites were at 37.6%. Hispanics at 35%, and Asian at 30%. And
let me talk about these Asians.
part of me has to think part of it's the cultural messaging.
Let me tell you about these Asians. These Asians don't need none of us for nothing. They don't care who's running for office. They don't need to vote. I went to get my nails done, and I was the last customer there. And I noticed that there were several other workers still waiting around, even though they had no customers. Do you know that they all got into the same van and all went home together? And I was like, oh, they carpooled. They were all waiting on little old me. Then 8 people got into a van. Mind you, they all bring their lunch. They don't support any of the businesses that are in that shopping center. They cook it at home. They bring it in. They don't need us. So I'm not surprised that they're the lowest number on that list because Asians are here with their own agenda and they don't need us to help them get there.
But it's cultural. It's
cultural, like you said.
I am surprised that African Americans are the highest of this whole thing because not surprise, but just when you little and you're like, Mom, can I have some McDonald's? And she's like, do you got McDonald's money?
Right.
And then it's done and now you just eating bologna sandwiches at home. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, but that's why he said when you get more money, it's a treat. Now I can take my baby to McDonald's and they can play at the playland outside and I'm going to get a fillet of fish because I'm being healthy.
And a lot of those healthier messages aren't really aimed at us, and they don't look like us. And when we talk about intermittent fasting, usually it's in the ad, it's like a white couple or So a lot of times those messages just aren't aimed at us.
Right.
So we have to be more purposeful about them. And something that you do is you have like a vegan soul food thing that you like to do, and I've been to actually one of your vegan soul food Thanksgiving dinners.
You got vegan soul food Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah.
I do. See, what happened is I became plant-based back in the year 2000, before the What the Health came out, and before it got all trendy.
And it was still hard.
I would go to someone's Thanksgiving dinner, and they would be like, "Oh, I made you a salad because I knew you were coming," and it would be just like iceberg lettuce, some croutons, and ranch dressing on the side. And I'm like, oh, thank you, because you meant well, but I want cooked food on Thanksgiving just like y'all do. So after a couple of years of that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to cook myself. And if anyone wants to come over and eat with me, they can. But I'm tired of going to their house, and every vegetable side dish was cooked with salt pork and a turkey leg and ham hocks. And I'm like, can y'all just use herbs and spices? It's going to taste good. Trust me. So that's what I started doing. I want to show people that you can make food taste delicious, because I don't want bland food. I've been to a lot of vegan restaurants, and the food doesn't have a flavor, and you got to drown it in soy sauce and hot sauce and all that. But I make a smothered tofurkey, with the gravy and the potatoes potatoes around the side of it, and sweet potatoes and carrots and purple potatoes around it. Then I do sauteed collard greens that are really, really flavorful with like some fake meat in there. I do the maple candied yams. I do vegan mac and cheese. What else do I do? There's a stuffing that has like cranberries, and it's really, really good. But yeah, people have been coming. It's been 14 years that I've done this. And my house, I feed about 30 people every Thanksgiving. And Shaka's been there twice.
Yeah, you need a cookbook. Yeah.
People have been asking for my cookbook for years.
You've been to Tanjareen Thomas' house twice?
Vegan soul food, I'm going to have to go find it. Yeah, you make sure you have your radar.
Yeah.
I look, only basically this camera saw my face the whole time as she's going on. I'm like, that's a thing you can do?
Yes. And I now there are actually restaurants who sell vegan soul food.
Yeah.
But before I could find it, I had to make my own. But now there's a big restaurant, I think it's called Soul Veg or Veg Soul in Chicago. There's Soul Vegetarian in Atlanta. There's Seasoned Vegan in Harlem. There's all these vegan soul food places popping up.
There's like Atlas Monroe, and they do like chicken and waffles, and oh man.
Like I'm from Harlem, so I'm just like, hey yo,
you need to follow them on Instagram. It'll make you fly home and get a plate. They got crawfish.
What's happening? Yo, can I get some foil for this plate? I got to take it home.
I literally am trying to figure out how they can mail me some because it looks that good.
Just ship it directly.
Yes. So good.
And speaking of that good food, our next story is about cheat meals and cheat days.
Okay.
And how we deal with them. And they're finding that people that look at cheat meals and they're guilty about them versus people that look at them as more of a, not a cheat meal, but a treat meal, they're finding those people are,
I like that.
They have a lot more success in their weight loss. So it's all about being mindful, and they're finding that people also are doing cheat meals, but they're having 4 or 5 items for the cheat meal. You know, the pizza, the hamburger, and the milkshake. So you really want to focus on 1 or 2 items versus going,
That's
you know,
hilarious.
Let me put some donuts on the pizza because it's my cheat meal.
Yeah.
Like what?
I know someone very closely who does that. And
They put donuts on their pizza?
They wonder, no, they have 5 or 6 items for their cheat meal. And they wonder why they have not had a successful weight loss experience. And I'm not for cheat meals. Like there's some people who are doing the intermittent fasting and it tells you like every so many days have a cheat day.
Yeah.
And those people have been on this intermittent fast for a couple months and there's no progress. Whereas when I work with somebody, and I don't do it for a professional living, but for friends, I'm a wellness consultant. When I work with them, they lose like a pound a day with me.
Yeah.
So by the end of the month, they can't believe that they can go shopping for a new wardrobe. And it wasn't about having cheat meals, because to me, you don't deserve a cheat meal until you reach your goal. And I'm not strict, but the food that I'm letting you eat tastes great. So you don't need to cheat.
Yeah, like the whole point is you shouldn't even need it.
Yeah, you get something that tastes sweet. You get something that tastes like comfort food. You get some stuff that makes you have actual life and energy. There's no reason for you to eat a whole pizza with a donut on top of it, with hot fudge on top of that, and have 5 items at the same time. You don't need it.
At this point in my whole diet switching thing, the things that one would consider cheating items, they don't even taste good. So, you know, I'm generally, it's all plants, it's all steamed stuff, and just when I eat anything outside of it, my stomach is just kind of.
Let me tell you why. How long have you been plant-based?
1.5, 2 years.
Okay, welcome to the club. Your body craves what's in your bloodstream. So if I was back in the day, I would go get a bag of Famous Amos cookies, and then for that week, I would keep going back to the store getting Famous Amos cookies because they were so good because it was in my system.
Yeah.
And if I went to get that Impossible Burger at Crossroads on Melrose, the whole rest of the week, I'm like, man, I want that Impossible Burger. So if you have a big Sunday on your cheat meal, you're thinking about that the next day. You're supposed to be off the cheat day, but you're still thinking about that Sunday. It's in your system. So that's why I'm not really for cheat days, because if you're on a path and you're trying to get the toxins out of your system and you're trying to, you know, get rid of a disease and lose weight, putting that back in your system is going to make you crave it again, and then you're starting over.
Yeah.
Now, my cheat meals might be a vegan dessert.
Yeah.
Or I might let myself have white fish because I still feel like, you know.
There's vegan desserts? Like, I've legit got to come to this dinner. What is going on?
You haven't had a vegan dessert? You're that new?
Like
oh my
what?
God.
Yeah,
Vegan,
well,
my
confused.
vegan sweet potato pie is delicious.
But you live in LA. How can you?
Look, man, I live a very, sheltered
my
West
goodness.
LA life.
Oh my God, West LA has it all because you have all the whites over there.
Well, listen, I go to this one place and the whole cafe is just not good. The one is it
Native Foods? Native Foods is disgusting.
Yo, bro.
They started out delicious when they first opened. They were so good. They're not good anymore. Did you know when they first opened, the food used to look like a
I've just
photo.
started going, but I love it.
It's not good. But if you live over there, that's all you know.
Yeah,
but it's not good.
So I'm missing out on my own neighborhood type stuff. What's happening?
I'm going to send you to Sage. I don't know. You need to get sponsored.
Oh, that's right. Sage.
You need to
Vegan
go to
Bistro.
Sage. You need to
Vegan
go
Bistro.
to Vegan Veggie Grill. You need to go to...
We
My
gotta
Two
do-
Cents has a vegan spaghetti. Jackfruit
Vegan
Cafe is
spaghetti?
run by
We
Felicia
gotta do
from
like a
Friday.
vegan crawl and do like a crawl
Yes.
across the town.
Yo, bro,
Honey,
we're
stick
gonna
with
do a
me.
vegan crawl, bro.
Stick with me.
Or
I got
vegan,
you.
Vegan street fair. Vegan street fair.
Oh
Have
my
you been?
God,
Yeah.
yes.
We'll take a
Vegan
vegan
street
street fair. Yeah. All the vendors
fair
are
or
right there.
food?
Yeah.
Both.
Fa-
It's called
What?
Vegan Street Fair, and all the vegan vendors come out, and they're all lined up on the same block. There's music playing on stages. There's bands or whatever, and you can just, you can buy a VIP
Yeah,
pass,
yeah. We'll
and
put
you
you-
just
we'll put
taste
you up on that one. We'll put you up
everybody's
on that
food
one.
and find out where you can find them. Oh, it's so good.
What kind of closet vegan have I been?
I don't think you're really
past
vegan.
years?
Yeah, I'm
I don't think
confused.
you're really
I'm
vegan.
All I'm
confused.
doing is just cooking food at home, not eating out.
Oh my God,
and
I'm
then just
bored.
being
I'm
like,
asleep. I fell
there's-
asleep while you were talking. I'm so bored with your vegan lifestyle. It's so
Oh my
boring.
God.
I
Wow.
like it.
No, you're actually doing it the right way.
He's like a vegan from the 90s.
No,
But,
but he's doing that's true, but he's doing it the right way because the processed meats and cheeses that are vegan aren't
Yeah.
as healthy as cooking at home
Yeah.
and not using the fake meat. So if you're
There you
doing
go.
just like vegetables
That's it.
and brown rice and,
and
quinoa,
maybe that's why also
better.
the fast food thing is going up because you can get vegan fast food now. So maybe people
Yeah.
are eating healthier than they were before, but now it's just including more people. So.
Yeah, I got a veggie burger from Burger King one night when I was
What?
getting off set
Oh,
really, really late and I was
really?
starving.
Yeah.
And I was like, I remember Veggie Burger. Burger King had a Veggie Burger commercial like years ago. I wonder if they
Yeah.
still have it. And I stopped by and they did have
Wow.
it. And I got it and I ate some fries and I got a big old bump on my nose that night. And I was like, I won't do that again. I don't even know how that happened, but my body was like, what is this? Get it out of here.
Too
Get it
far,
out of
too
here.
far.
You're like, I'm sure the executives were like, this vegan stuff is selling. Let's do a veggie burger, put some salt on it, and put some sugar on the bun. Yeah, it's good. That'll
Literally a lot
sell
of shit.
good.
It was, yeah.
Now, I couldn't help but notice when you did that, there was some muscle memory there. So we know that you were a
Oh,
boxer.
yes. I'm a southpaw boxer. Yes, be careful. Be careful.
I came
So-
over here.
we had to dig around, but we got a clip of you from back in the day doing your boxing things. So we're gonna play this now.
Hilarious.
Tell me if you remember this. Even.
Yo, bro. Stick and
so
move,
skinny.
son. Stick and move, son.
Oh, get her.
Girl, you ain't not about that life. You not about that life.
Watch
Get
this.
over
Watch
here.
this, though.
Bruh.
You
Yo,
hear the
hold
song
up.
playing?
Hold
it's
up.
a girl
Yo,
fight.
yeah.
And then do we
Oh,
have
yeah.
that? Do we have that at the beginning?
Ooh, she catching the gut.
Oh.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey.
Oh, hey girl,
Oh, hi.
hey.
Just hanging on the
Okay.
wall. Don't mind me.
What you doing, smiling on the wall? Yo.
That is so funny
Yo,
that you guys
dude,
found this
but-
clip. And actually, I'm still boxing because I do action stunts now because I want to be in Black Panther 2 and I want to be in Black Lightning.
nice.
So I've been-
MT squared.
Do we have it at the beginning, Anthony?
Bro.
Oh,
Yo,
she
I-
fell
to the
down
top.
That's
though
the thing.
because I hit her in the
That's the
head.
thing. I knew she was going down. She took too many gut punches.
So we had the beginning here.
Hey girl, hey.
So do you remember this?
I do now, yes.
Hey girl, hey.
I love this part.
That name was
Ooh,
chosen for
conditioning.
me because of the damage I've done in the gym. The past couple of months, I've cracked face plates, I
Look at
bruised
the
2
lower third,
arms,
y'all.
And I knocked the wind out of someone that had to stop.
Oh,
they
on
had
the
to stop
speed
sparring.
bag.
So,
Tap, tap.
extinguishing
that's so
me
funny.
because that's what I'm doing in the ring.
Watch out, fellas.
So
How dare
So-
you find this?
It's there. It's on the
Nice.
internet forever.
Internet is forever.
she said, "Beware my jab." I love it.
Respect my
So-
jab. That was my little catchphrase. Because
Yo.
people would get in the ring with me and not realize that I can still reach them no
Yeah.
matter where
Oh,
they were.
yeah.
They're like, damn. I'm
Wow,
like, yeah,
you're
respect,
you
respect my jab.
I'm like right
Yeah.
next to you.
You should be
okay,
careful. Be
okay,
careful.
okay. See, you
What-
see, she
what was
already
your
got so
diet
close.
like? What were you doing? How were you training in those days?
How
and then
was
how
I
has it
training?
evolved now?
Oh.
Because you still look just as in shape.
Thank you.
So,
That
yeah.
was when
girl,
I was
hey.
boxing for Perfect 10 magazine. I went to the audition because I thought it was like WWE where it's just fake boxing. And I was like, oh, this will be cute. I'll get some publicity or whatever. And after the first audition, they said, okay, when you come back, we'll give you your headgear and your guards. And I'm like, wait, why do I need all that?
Hold on.
They're like, no, you're going to really box. And I'm like, oh, I thought we was
Word?
playing. So they actually paid us to go to their trainer. And when I had a fight coming up, I would go 2 times a day.
What?
For like 3 times a week.
Yo.
Then I hired my own trainer closer to my house because this one was way in Santa Monica and I was living in San Fernando Valley. But then I hired another one on my off days to train me outside of their trainer. So I was in the gym like every single day for a couple of hours at a time. My cardio game was crazy because you don't know how much work it is to do something for 3 minutes, take a quick break, 3 minutes, take a quick break. But to box, you're using all your strength because you really want to hurt that person. If you miss, it's like,
Yeah,
ooh, I
yeah,
wasted all that strength. But you're doing that for all these for 3 minutes at a time, and we weren't allowed to sit down on our breaks. Like when the bell rang between rounds, we had to do plank position.
Oh, wow.
Or we just stood in the corner. So I was in great shape back then.
You guys thought you were going to a casting, and they were like, we'll put you guys some work.
So it was really, really hard work, but it also scared the opponent because when we take a break, we're just standing there looking at them in the corner, like, oh, you had to sit down? Oh, you needed somebody to bring you some water? Let me know when you're ready to get back in the ring. Like, we were tough.
Don't talk about it. Be about it. Real
So it
talk.
was a lot of fun. And so now, because they are finally letting more people of color do these action films and TV shows like Black Lightning and Black Panther,
Yeah.
I've been taking action stunt classes since December of last year. So
nice.
I'm ready. The boxing helped.
Yeah.
But there's a way that you have to box when you're boxing for TV. So I'm learning the difference because when you're boxing for real, you have to keep your body covered and keep
you don't want to catch them hands.
and you don't want to telegraph your punches. You don't want them to know they're coming. But in action, you
need to
show that
telegraph.
it's coming so the camera can see it and the person can pretend you hit them. So I'm relearning, and it feels really weird. But I got the kicks, I got my roundhouses, I've been taking tumbling classes,
Nice.
so I'm ready to look like I can kick ass, and then I can also kick ass.
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's what I want. I want people scared of me.
And did you find that you got in like the best shape of your life at that time? And then like, how did you maintain it, or like, how did you deal with the after? Because I know when I was competing, I got in this great shape, and I was like, I want this all the time, though.
Yeah. I definitely was really, really fit. And I didn't have the chicken gizzard arm that I have right now, for sure. But
So people are like angry at you if they're watching this right now.
But the arm when you point and it goes. Blah, blah, blah. I have that, so I'm not going to show you. I definitely didn't have that back then. But again, I know that being in shape is 80% diet and 20% fitness, like working out. And so I try to make sure that I eat healthy because I don't have the time sometimes to work. I mean, I could get up at 5 in the morning if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And I do have memberships at gyms or whatever. But I haven't been to the gym in months. I'm gonna be honest.
Wow.
I'm terrible. I do go dancing, and that's great cardio. I sweat. I dance for real. I don't just stand around looking cute. Like, I will get my groove on, and that'll be some cardio. But for the most part, I just try to eat really healthy so that I don't have to do a lot of time in the gym. But I would like to get back in the gym. Maybe you can encourage me.
Yeah, I'll get back in the gym. But if this is the result of like not working out,
Yeah, I don't.
Well, you got to eat right, though.
Yes.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Yes. Whatever that means, yes.
And for a while, you were part of the Vegan Vixens.
Tony,
I was. I did. There was a group. I was getting some copies made in the Valley, and I heard somebody getting some copies made of something called Vegan Vixens. And I turned around and I said, Vegan Vixen, that sounds like something I need to be in. I'm vegan. I'm a vixen. What is that? So they introduced me to the team, and they were basically a group of models that would go around to these different events, sign autographs, have food that they could have meat eaters taste to see that, vegan food is actually good. And sometimes we had a calendar one year. We had a cookbook one year. I had a recipe in there.
Wow.
We did Howard Stern, so you can see that clip on
What is
Tanjareen.com.
going on? How are you doing all of these things that I'm like, I needed to be there? We got Vegan Vixens, a calendar?
You're new.
Yeah,
You're new.
look.
I said welcome to the club.
Oh,
now
wow.
now that you know me, I'm the plug. I got you. So yeah, we did Howard Stern, which I was super scared because I didn't know that if he'd be nice or not. 'Cause
Yeah.
I
Right.
thought he would be like a racist asshole.
Right.
He was totally nice. I think I was his favorite of the group that
no,
day.
super cool.
He was super flirting with me, and I was like, I totally misjudged him. So it was a really great experience at the Vegan Vixens. Had me do we did a burlesque dance number at a couple of venues. We just did all kind of stuff with
Nice.
our vegan vixenism, and I left them years ago. But my license plate has the word vixen on it now, just because of that memory.
Homage,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And
I got to hang out with Tanjareens, man. She got no meat meals and calendar ladies and Howard Stern.
Yes,
Like, what's
my
happening?
life is lit. My life is so lit. Look at me on Instagram @official Tanjareen. You'll
Yeah.
see.
No, I done already did it.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So
Okay.
that I already know.
Okay,
But just
good.
in person, it's a whole nother thing.
Yes,
and
I have fun.
and you got the new season of Family Time now.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm on a sitcom called
Yeah.
Family Time starring Omar Gooding and Angel Conwell. I play Angel's lipstick lesbian sister. This is season 6. So we've been on for a while. If you haven't seen the show, you can binge it on bouncetv.com's website, or you can just download the Brown Sugar app and watch the first 6 seasons. And we are now on episode 2 of season 6. It comes on every Monday, reruns again later that night, then it reruns again on Thursday, then it reruns again on Saturday. So you have like 4 chances to watch every week. And we're going to do viewing parties, too, in the Valley.
Really?
So if you
Nice.
watch my Instagram and see where the next viewing party will be, the cast shows up, and we have a DJ, and we just party and have happy hour.
No,
It's
oh my
fun.
goodness, the man. You've been doing this since like
Smart.
87.
yeah, back
Smart
in the
guy
day, yeah.
and Smart Guy and Wild and Crazy Kids.
Wild and
yeah.
Crazy Kids.
Yeah. So.
And when you're on set, how are you dealing with the pressures of having to maintain, your fitness and you looking at set? You have crafty and you got all these temptations.
You know what? Again, your
Or do they
body,
help you out
your
now,
body
or?
craves what's in your bloodstream. So I can go to craft service and I can see like all these cupcakes and desserts, and then they'll have all this chopped fruit, and the
Yeah.
fruit looks better to me because I haven't eaten the junk food lately.
Yeah.
So I actually, and they know I'm vegan, and there's other people on set that
Oh,
are
so they
vegan
do
because
kinda like-
so they actually, and SAG rules, union shows you have to have a vegetarian option of every meal that you put out.
Yeah.
So I bring my coconut bacon to work, and they make it with my breakfast, and they just really cater to it.
You should coconut bacon.
Oh
you
my
just
God!
explode.
You haven't had coconut bacon? It is so good. I put some on my breakfast today. Like it's so good. You can put it on your soup. You can put it in your greens. Like it's so good. But yeah,
She's putting bacon in soup, y'all. What is going on?
I don't even want to know what you've been cooking for the
Yeah,
last year and a
what
half.
have you been eating?
I don't even want to know.
Look, it is-
That's
it
why he's
is-
skinny because he's not enjoying his food.
It is a lot of steamed vegetables and rice.
I fell asleep again while you were talking.
Did you lose a lot of weight when you went vegan,
Look,
or have you always been this way?
nah. Bust how? I've always been a lean dude.
I'm
Yeah.
sure
right?
you have.
However, when I switched my diet, 8-10 pounds just went.
I'm sure.
Wow.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And where did it go? Where did it come from?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we gotta take you like to Doomies and we'll
Yeah,
take-
my
You know what I'm
husband
saying?
actually ordered Doomies today right before I left to come
Oh,
here.
nice.
But it's a junk food. It's definitely a cheat meal place.
Yeah,
There's
yeah, that's a
everything
cheap
there.
vegan
Just
place,
to,
but
just
yeah.
to catch you up, Doomies is a comfort food vegan place in Hollywood, and it's great for new vegans because they want all the fake meats because they can't have the real meats, and
Yeah.
so it has chili cheese fries and burgers with bacon and peanut butter,
Yeah,
and it has
yeah.
pesto pasta, and it has chicken parmesan, but all vegan. But
Yeah.
everything is fried, everything has carbs, everything's in butter. They have desserts, but it's delicious as a cheat
Yeah,
meal.
yeah, and you know you're a real vegan when you only crave it like once in a while. Because when you first turn vegan, you're like
Yeah.
there every day.
Exactly.
I was like, yeah.
My friend was like, "Why am I gaining weight as a vegan?" I'm like, "What are you eating?" She's
What
like, "Well,
you
I go to
eating?
Doomies every day." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Is
That'll do
Doomies
it.
like Belle Biv DeVoe, do me baby?
I like that." DOOMIES. You got to get
Yeah.
sponsors from all these
Yeah,
people.
right?
Doomies,
Bring 'em in.
Sage, Native Foods, because you like them. They all need to sponsor you.
What sort of
man.
black hole have I been in? Like, where is all this good food?
I don't know.
I need to hang out with you more, man.
I'm telling
Come on,
you.
Fit Club
Yeah,
more
I
and
had-
learn some things.
I had no idea. You didn't know.
This is ridiculous. I feel bad for him.
I feel bad for myself.
Yeah. Now, is your husband vegan?
He's vegan at home. He's vegan when he's with me. He knows that we're not allowed to have meat in the kitchen. I won't cook it. He can't heat it up in there. So he loves my vegan cooking because, like I said, I season it just like regular food. So he's been eating vegan for as long as we've been dating. And whenever I cook or whenever we go out to eat, he eats vegan. If he's not with me, he will have a bacon cheeseburger somewhere. And then he'll feel terrible.
Yeah.
Then he'll tell me that he has asthma coming back and he'll want his inhaler. I'm like, you realize that was the food.
Yeah,
You don't really
nah.
have asthma. Like, you're just clogged up because of the stuff you ate.
Yeah.
I know now, I know. I'm like, okay, so he feels it immediately because your body craves in your bloodstream, and when it's out of your bloodstream and you put it back in, you immediately have some kind of dis-ease, and he's like, damn, I wish I didn't know this stuff now.
Because he was enjoying it before.
Yeah, and now he has an immediate response, and he's like, man, so, but the short
I
answer
like
is
that
not.
husband voice.
Were you together in the
That's
boxing
good.
clip?
No.
No, he wasn't with me back then.
Oh, so how? I'm just saying, like, just relationship wise, for him to come in and then here you are, super fit, diet on point. How is that balancing when it came to relationships?
When we met, he was in better shape when we met, and it's funny because the more money that I've helped him to make, because I'm a good woman, the more that he eats out, like your article said, and so he's put on more weight. But then I always help him get it back off. Like, we go through the cycle or whatever, so he knows what to do, and when he's ready to do it, because you have to be mentally prepared to eat right. You can't just say, I'm going to do this tomorrow. You have to really be ready, and then he'll lose the weight, and then he goes back and forth. But I love him at any size. That's why I know it's unconditional love. I love my baby at any size, and right now he's going back down again, and he's going to be great.
Unconditional love. That's why I got a dog. You know what I'm saying? There's all sorts of conditions in the love in all of this stuff. But the dog love you. no matter what.
I know. You could kick him in the face, go to work, and come back. They still lick you and hug you when
Be
you
like,
come back in
yo,
the door.
man, about that face kick. Don't even worry about it,
Yeah.
buddy. Hey, let's get us some vegan desserts.
And what can we expect from you coming up, project-wise?
Let's see. You can finish watching season 6 of Family Time on the Bounce channel or the Brown Sugar app. You can see me in the new movie I Got the Hookup 2. We just finished shooting that a month ago. Do you remember?
Holla if you hear me.
So yes, the 1998 movie I Got the Hookup is finally doing a sequel 20 years later. We just wrapped, and so that'll be out in theaters next year, which will make it 21 years since the first movie came out. But it was starring Master P and AJ Johnson, and so I'm AJ Johnson's baby mama in the movie. So I'm baby mama Bree.
And Master P is back.
Master P is back. Lunel is in it. They got
I
Cheryl
love
Underwood
Lunel.
back. They got
Bruh.
Tangi Ambrose back. They have a lot of cameos from all your favorite social media stars. So that's who's taking all your acting jobs if you haven't been getting
there you
auditions.
go, yeah.
Because everybody's in it, from Jahan Jones and Fat Boy. That's his name on Instagram, Fat Boy. And he's got like a couple million followers. But like there's like 101 cast members in this movie.
Wow.
What?
So every minute you're going to see a new person on
just
stage. Like
haha,
on
David
screen.
just pop up and be like, yeah.
Everybody's
that's
in it.
fun.
Clifton
That's
Powell's
fun,
in it.
yeah.
So there's going to be a behind the scenes video of it on my YouTube page in about a week. But it was a lot of fun. So that'll be out. I'm also in a web series called Here's the Thing that's on YouTube that's really funny. And it's the second season of that. And they're really short episodes. So you can watch it in 3 or 4 minutes each.
I would say, and catch Celibate Nympho. I caught a couple episodes
Yo,
of this.
that was ridiculous.
Oh, so yes, going
That
back
was
to memory
ridiculous.
lane,
Yeah.
I did write and produce and star in a web series called The Celibate Nympho Chronicles. I am going to be writing and making it into a feature film
Nice.
and also pitching it as a television show because people did seem to really like it, and I stopped it as the web
What?
series.
What?
And it's so funny because I know if I had kept going, I could have been on my Issa Rae by
Yeah,
now
'cause I'm
because
like-
because my show was on the
was
internet at the same
hilarious.
time as
You-
Black Girl, Awkward Black Girl, and everybody was comparing us. So she kept going, and I did not. And now she's
But
where
maybe
she
the timing's
is.
right. The timing's right.
Everything
though.
happens for a
Got
reason.
it, yeah.
Everything happens for a reason. So
That's
I'm
right.
still going to do my show, but thank you for watching
Yeah.
it. It's on YouTube, The Celibate Nympho Chronicles. Where are we? Family Time. I Got the Hookup to The Celibate Nympho Chronicles. Here's the Thing web series on the LOL network that Kevin Hart owns. I'm in a web series called Unmasked. I'm in a couple episodes of that. It's really funny, and I think that's everything.
Like, yeah, you almost ran out of fingers there. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
have to
think
go
that's
on another
everything.
Well,
hand.
you know, in LA you have friends, we don't know everything they're doing. So this was it was nice when I was doing the research. I was like, oh, I didn't know she did this web thing and this thing.
Yeah,
So I got to
yeah.
catch up. I was like, okay, Tanjareens been killing it.
Oh yeah, and I just started doing stand-up comedy this year, so I'm officially a stand-up comedian.
You
even
just
though,
started. I thought you did it before.
Everybody thought I was already a stand-up comedian because I was around comedians. I married a comedian. I used to produce
Yeah.
comedy shows. I've been doing sketch comedy. I do sitcoms, but I'm officially on a microphone on a stage by myself now.
Nice.
And I have a show at Flappers on Monday. It's the Conan and his writers show. Flappers in Burbank, 8:00. And I've been having fun with that. I won a couple
Wow.
contests, and
No,
I'm
it's
like,
a solid
oh,
set. I've seen the set.
Well-
It's solid.
you've seen the set? Oh, thank you.
Come on now, whatever. Come on, I'm an internet person, so
Thanks,
I've used the
guys.
internet
Wow.
to watch what you have out there about you.
Thank you.
Solid,
Thank you.
solid.
Well, before we go, we got to find out a little bit more. We have something called the Fit Club 5.
Okay.
And we're going to 5 rapid fire questions. You just give us the
So
first thing off
nervous
the top
about
of your
these.
head. And,
So
you know.
nervous.
So here we go. Last person you texted.
Bruh.
My publicist.
Dream dinner guest.
At my house?
Yeah, dream dinner guest.
Probably all of the dead R&B singers. Like if I could get like Michael Jackson,
Number
Like
one.
Prince,
Yeah,
Vandross?
like all of the dead ones.
Which one?
Oh, just one?
Luther Vandross.
Actually, let's have Oprah over. Let's see what
Yeah,
Oprah's eating.
yeah.
I'm gonna feed her some sweets and get on her good side. I know she likes sugar.
Last meal.
Last meal? Ooh, definitely vegan soul food. My favorite meal is vegan soul food.
Favorite junk food.
Vegan cupcakes with like a either red velvet or chocolate peanut butter.
And the last meal was the last meal you had, but we also have the last meal before you
Oh.
died. So you
Look.
answered that one already. So last meal you ate.
The last meal I ate before I left here, I had my daily smoothie with my fruits and vegetables and some cinnamon raisin toast with vegan butter and some veggie bacon.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Not no coconut bacon.
There was coconut bacon on the side, like if I make avocado toast. Like I put it
Bruh,
on
I'm trying to
I
get
put
me
it on
some
the
cocoa.
toast.
Okay, so your next project is definitely a cookbook, so just put that in the pike.
Okay. Coconut bacon.
Well, I just want to thank you again for joining us.
Thanks
This
for
was
having
amazing.
me.
I
Shaka
wish we had more
Shaka
time.
Strong.
I wish we had more time.
Shaka Strong.
But this was
Hey.
amazing.
This was great.
Yeah.
I love that
Awesome.
you're doing this. It's
Yeah.
helping our people.
Yeah.
We need this.
Okay.
I'm glad you were
Thank
here.
you.
No, shout-
and it was
shout to
great
Shaka
to be
Strong.
with my
Yes.
new friend with his
New
very,
vegan.
very black name, Damian Washington.
Damian
Yes.
L.
I love that.
Washington.
Well,
Not to be
guys,
confused with the L. Damian Washington.
Tell them what the L stands for.
That's none of their business.
We know. We know.
That's behind the scenes stuff. Well, guys, again, my name is Shaka Smith. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Shaka Strong. And my
Shaka
co-host,
Strong.
Mr.
Shaka
Washington,
Strong.
where can they
Yes,
find
sir. You can find me on Instagram, Damian Washington, and you can find me on Twitter, DDubs57.
And Miss Thomas, where can they find you?
And you know the correct way to pronounce my name is Tanjareen. And you can find me on @officialtanjareen on Instagram and Facebook, and just @Tanjareen on everything else from YouTube to Snapchat to Twitter to Periscope.
Nice. We'll see you guys next week.
Bang, bang!
Thanks for watching.
Yay! Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
From executives Keven Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us @BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me @KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh,
Hollywood
redefined.
Hollywood Redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.